In this video, we will going to discuss about sine, cosine, and tangent function. Now we will start the sine function. First, we need to elaborate the formula of sine function. Y equals a sine times the quantity of bx plus c plus d. So in this formula, the a represents the amplitude. The bx represent the period, and the c is phase shift, and the d is the vertical shift. Let's try for an example. 1. Y equals 2 sine times the quantity of 3x plus pi over 7 minus 8. So the amplitude is 2. And the period have already formula 2 pi over b. So the b is 3, so 2 pi over 3. And that is our period. Phase shift. To equate the phase shift, we need to equate these two into 0. So 3x plus pi over 7, then equate it to 0. So 3x, then transpose this one to the left side, equals pi over 7. Then negative. So divide both side by 3, then cancel x. X equals negative pi over 7 divided by 3. Then reciprocal the denominator, which is 3 into 1/3, then multiply. So negative pi over 7 1/3. So the answer is negative pi over 7 times 3 equals 21. And this is our period, a phase shift rather. To get the vertical shift. And then this is the vertical shifts, negative 8. To get the endpoint, we need to plus the phase shift, which is negative pi over 21, negative pi over 21, plus the period 2 pi over 3. As we can see, they have different denominators, so we get the LCD, which is 21. So 21 divided by 21 equals 1 times negative pi. So the answer is negative pi. Then 21 divided by 3 equals 7 times 2 equals 14, positive 14 pi. So negative pi plus 14 pi equals 13 over 13 pi over 21. And this is our endpoint. The minimum, we should subtract the vertical shift, which is negative 8, minus the amplitude, positive 2. The answer is negative 10, or 0 and 10. And to get the maximum, we must add the vertical shift, which is -8, plus the amplitude +2. The answer is -6 or 0, -6. And to get the range rather, the -10 rather, 10 and -6. Okay. And the domain is -infinite and +infinite. After getting the amplitude, vertical shift, phase shift, and endpoint, now we can proceed for graphing. To make a graph, let's draw first the x-axis. In the left side, we have the starting point or the phase shift, which is -pi/21. And the right side, we have the endpoint, which is 13 pi, +13 pi/21. And to get the midpoint, we need to add the phase shift and the endpoint, which is -pi/21 plus 13 pi/21. So 13, so pi/21 plus 13 pi/21. So copy the denominator, which is 21, then -pi plus 13 pi equals 12 pi. Or reduce to the lowest term, which is 4/7. Divide by, then so reciprocal the denominator, which is 1/2. So 4/7 reciprocal 1/2. So 4 times 1 equals 4 pi rather. 4 pi times 1 equals 4 pi. 7 times 2 equals 14. Or reduce to the lowest term, which is 2/7. And this is our midpoint. 2 pi/7. 2 pi rather. Then to get the point here, we need to add the phase shift and the midpoint, then divided by 2. So our phase shift is -pi/21 plus the midpoint is 2 pi/7. So as we notice, they have different denominators, so get the LCD, which is 21. 21 divided by 21 equals 1 times -pi equals -pi, plus 21 divided by 7 equals 3 times 2 pi equals 6 pi. So -pi plus 6 pi equals 5 pi/21. Then divide 2. So reciprocal the denominator into 1/2. So 5 pi equals 21. Reciprocal the 2, which is 1/2. Then 5 pi times 1 equals 5 pi. Then 21 times 2 equals 42. Then this is our point. 5 pi/42. To get the point here, we need to add the midpoint and the endpoint and divide it by 2. The same process that we did earlier. So our midpoint is +2 pi/7 plus the endpoint, which is 13 pi/21. As we notice, they have different denominator, so get the LCD, which is 21. So 21 divided by 7 equals 3 times 2 pi equals 6 pi. plus 21 divided by 21 equals 1 times 13 pi equals 13 pi. Then add 6 pi plus 13 pi equals 19 pi. Then divided by 2. So, copy 19 pi over 21. Then reciprocal the denominator into 1 half. So, 19 pi times 1 equals 19 pi. 21 times 2 equals 42. And this is our point here. 19 pi over 42. Then let's draw a y-axis. Then our vertical shift is -8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -8. Then draw a broken line. So our vertical shift is -8. Then we all know that the amplitude is positive, so positive 2. So -8 plus positive 2 equals -6. So 7, 6. This is -6. Then -8 minus positive 2 equals -10. So let's determine the dot. So here, then let's connect the dots. And this is the graph of y equals 2 sine times the quantity of 3x plus pi over 7 minus 8.